Hello, my name is Roberto and this is my avatar, and I'm going to talk about my reflection on this third module. This is the task 3.7, direct blend. My reflection is going to be about the three key things I feel like learned about blended learning in this module 3. The first thing I feel like learn is about how to deal with technical problems when having synchronical sessions like video conference. We may have problems with the microphone or with the webcams or sometimes with the internet connection that may be too slow. So what to do in this case as well? Actually, when we have these problems, maybe we can the class may not get the goal. We cannot get the goal of the class. So this is very important to think about what to do in this case. Well, in the group we discussed about this topic, and what we thought is that maybe we could have a first session in which we can explain the students what to do step by step in the online session, so we can explain them how to get used to the tools he's going to use in these online sessions. So sometimes students may feel that he's tried everything, but even so he can't just do the online task that we are asking him to do. So what to do in these cases? What we discussed is that actually maybe sometimes it's better to, if it's like a fully online course, well, using the video conference is important because it's the tool we have to have speaking production and listening production in real time in a synchronical session. But if we have like blended courses, we may try to use another tools so we can use the face-to-face sessions to have these conversation tasks. And in these cases, I think that we can try to use these tools, like using videos or records instead of trying to have a video conference. This depends on what are the technological tools the students have. Maybe they can have a computer and webcams, but internet connection is not good in the region. So we as teachers must be we must be we have to be conscious of this. The second thing I feel I've learned is about how to keep in mind the class design according to the type of blended course we have. Have blended is the kind of course we have on UPC. And so sometimes teachers don't have this in mind, and sometimes they just repeat the same information that the student has already learned at the online sessions. So this may be a problem with a type of students that are that like to go fast, and they may feel that they are repeating the same information. So what we have to keep in mind is we're having a have and have blended course. We have to notice that the online session is independent and it has its own goals, and so in the face-to-face sessions we have to work on the face-to-face session goals and not repeat the same information. Another aspect of this same topic is that if we don't keep in mind the class design, we can give more tasks than the student may complete. The student may feel stressed about this homework he has to do. So what we should think of is that the distribution of tasks is important. Online sessions are supposed to last a number of hours. For example, at UPC we work on online sessions of 2 hours, and the task we are supposed to give to students must be completed in about 2 hours. The third topic I've learned is how to assess production activities, and one of the things I feel it's important to talk about is about how to assess writing production activities. This, because sometimes we just give the students homework of writing some paragraph or text, and we don't give the context, the real context of it, and so he just write posts to a forum and he doesn't know why he's doing that. I think it's better if we give them working groups in collaboration work like wikis, and so I think the activities may be more natural. Another aspect I think I've learned on this topic is what grade should I give to a student, in mainly when we are dealing with production activities like speaking or writing production activities. So in these cases, I think it is important to have good rubrics. Otherwise, we could feel that we are not being so very objective, and I think a good rubric may help us to explain to the student which aspects he's doing good and which aspects he has to study more. Now I'd like to show you an example of an activity I gave my students in English 4 at UPC, an online activity. Actually, this activity was supposed to be in a video recorded on the Blackboard platform, but they told me they had a problem, that they weren't able to meet each other, and so what I told them is that they could have this, they could make this video just through Skype, and then they could record it using this application screencast-o-matic.com. Well, the activity was about an activity of Touchstone 3, Unit 10, Lesson C, and it was a role play. One of the students was supposed to be an employee and the other was supposed to be a boss. So the employee had to ask for a favor in a politely way. So he has to use, I was wondering, I wanted to, would it be alright if, okay with you if, etc. Well, the students made the homework through Skype and they recorded the conversation using screencast-o-matic.com.
Excuse me, I was wondering if I could talk to for a second. actually. Uh, yes, I was wondering, would it be alright with you if I took next week off? Yes, I'm going away for a family reunion. It's my mother's birthday and she lives in US. I think buy a ticket for 1 day, but it's very expensive. So I was thinking if I took the week off, I could buy a ticket more cheap and I took day to my vacations. Oh, thanks. Definitely I will. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, in this conversation, you can see there is a technical problem, which is very clear. We can listen to the student, to the guy, but it's hard to listen to the other student because she's on the other side of the Skype call, and so it's really hard to understand what she's saying. But we can guess because of the conversation uh, how the conversation is going on. Uh, but even so, I think that this task is very useful, and maybe this is more interesting than the original task, which was just record a conversation and between two students, um, video record a conversation and just upload the video. I think in this case the conversation was more real because when they just record a conversation, the students used to memorize their lines and they just repeat their lines and they just try to say what they have to say without thinking of what they're saying. But in this case, as you see, they have like a real interaction. When he's trying to understand what she's saying, she has to ask for uh, repeat her. She asks her to repeat what she's saying. Excuse me, and something like that. So it's more a real conversation. It's more real, and I think that's something we may use more in the next task. And we have to pay attention also to the connection, internet connection, which may be a problem. Finally, I just like to say that blended courses are good if we know how to deal with them, and if we take advantage of all the online resources we have. I want to thank you, Carol and Janet, for all your help, and to all my partners and classmates on this workshop we had about online blended courses. Thank you.